So now Tren De Aragua is in D.C. My thoughts. Truth be told, they actually in 16 different states. And as you may or may not know, I made about 2 previous videos regarding them in Colorado as well in the Illinois area. And nevertheless, they in D.C., which it don't surprise me being that D.C. so close to New York. And of course, with the recent immigration changes, a lot of immigrants, I imagine, is going to be fleeing them sanctuary cities or sanctuary areas going into the interior of the country. And that's what appears is happening. And not just the interior, but just all over. They just going to scatter. And when they scatter, they going to bring the ruckus with them. So it's possibly coming to a city or state near you. But one thing I will say, because there's that saying that, good people, quote unquote, good people, decent people, don't break laws, and criminals, bad people, find ways around them. So it's really no need to make more laws, because that's in effect just hurts the average person. I'll put it like that. So I say that because I can imagine, because a lot of the immigrants, they doing crimes, robberies, unalivings, MDKs, and of course U.S. citizens do those crimes. But I feel like they about to start cracking down, and already the Republicans is in. So hey, that's law and order already. And of course Trump is already talking about cracking down on illegal immigration, as he should, in my opinion. But I just don't want none of us getting caught up in the melee as collateral damage. And I ain't just talking about people in my demographic. I'm talking about all U.S. citizens, because they about to start creating more laws as a result of the crimes a lot of them illegal immigrants is doing. And of course, I know crime is crime. That is being perpetrated by all people, all walks of life. But again, those are your citizens doing them crimes. That's different. So the law should apply differently to us or to them. And the law shall apply differently to an illegal immigrant, as it would in any country. This ain't necessarily got nothing to do. It doesn't got nothing to do with racism. And this is not to say that it can be used as a form to perpetuate racism. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm just particularly saying all countries got immigration laws, regardless to whom or what come there. And that's what I'm saying, as far as every law gonna apply to anybody. I don't care where you from. If you ain't from here and you come in here, this is the law for you. I don't care what country you come from. I don't care what planet you come from. That law gonna apply to you. So that's what I mean when I say that. And of course, it's known that a lot of times powers that be will create certain problems or allow certain problems so they can bring about something else. But I don't want to go too deep down a rabbit hole on y'all in this video. But pretty much, yeah, man, the Venezuelan gangs, they moving fast. So it's a new player on the Monopoly board, it appears. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know if they're here to stay or not, because certain areas is going to be different. The politics is going to be different. But wherever you at, you better start getting your community together. Start tapping in, man. Y'all need to start establishing your own neighborhood watches, as far as who live where, who doing what. And I ain't talking about getting in people's business, but knowing who is who. And that right there helps a whole bit, a heap, when it comes to neighborhood watch and enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And that kills a few birds with one stone, but I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, I recommend people start doing that. But and you should be doing that anyway. It ain't because of them, but hey, any reason is better than no reason. But yeah, that's what I think of pretty much when it comes to the Venezuelan gangs moving and taking over. And it appears a lot of and I don't know. I mean, certain areas, I'm sure. I mean, they're not stupid, so they gonna know certain areas. Hey, we gotta leave that area alone. It ain't worth because we gonna have to, get put up with the local black or Mexican gangs that's there. So the juice ain't too much worth to squeeze. Or if we just passing through, we just gonna be hitting licks, hitting crimes, running up in businesses or whatever they doing. But it ain't none of that cool. You understand? Especially when you running up on innocent people. But in that case, everybody innocent because some would argue y'all not supposed to be here in the first place. So even if y'all run over an animal or something, hey man, that's a double violation. I mean, but a lot of people look at it like that. But yeah, so that's what I make of it, y'all. Really, because I spoke on it before, so it's not really much at this point I would add on other than what I already said. But yeah, man, it is interesting. It should be in a way a wake up call, but I don't think it is. A lot of people just gonna look at it as, hey, just some more criminals or whatever, as opposed to, hey man, the world is changing, man. When you get a whole new demographic over here pushing the line and fighting for resources, whether they doing it legitimately or not, that should kind of let you know how serious it is out here in this world, and the power of collectivism and being on code. And it has nothing to do with racism. It's really more or less self-love, self-preservation, more importantly. You understand? And that's really what it's about. That's what leads. It ain't got nothing to do with hate. I will say that. But again, man, I ain't trying to preach to y'all right now. I just thought I'd share that with y'all, give my thoughts, being that I spoke on it. So